Hey, everybody. Good afternoon and welcome to Expert Influencer Academy. Welcome to another episode of the Expert Podcast. My name is Charles Watson and I will be your host today. And guys, today I want to talk to you about this is probably going to be a long video. There's a lot of information in this video, but I think it's important that as a small business owner, as a solopreneur, as an entrepreneur, I really think that this is probably one of the most important videos that I've ever shot. And it's taken me this long to wrap my head around the concept of this video. I'm going to try to explain it to you um, with sources and stuff like that as clear as I can to hope that you get a better understanding of how technology is driving consumer behavior and where we are going to end up in the next 5 years. So today's topic is the benefits of Google Near Me local search. Now, to start this video, we really have to let me throw some numbers at you. Like I said, this is a live video. I'm here. You can interact with me. This is going to be a longer form video. I'm really going to try to cover everything. If you have questions, though, you can leave a comment and I will get back to you. You can email me at expertinfluenceracademy@gmail.com if you need more one-on-one guidance. But my hope is that the people that actually take the time to watch this video all the way through, you're going to get a huge understanding and a clear understanding of where technology is driving consumer behavior and really how the landscape is really going to evolve and change over the next 5 years, fundamentally change, really fundamentally change. And if you're not taking the steps today to meet that change and prepare for that change, it's ultimately going to cause you to go out of business. By the time you realize what's going on and by the time you react to what's going on, it's going to be too late. So this is really getting in at the ground level, getting in at the foundation of this. This probably started last year, this change, but let's talk about it. I'm pulling this from the keynote speech that I gave at our Startup and Solopreneur Expo that originally came from Hootsuite. And that is in 2019, from January 2019 to January 2020, there were 5.112 billion mobile users on Earth. I don't use in the world, I use on Earth because it's that detrimental. But last year, in all of 2019, there were 5.112 billion mobile users. 5.112 billion people are accessing the internet on a mobile device. So keep that in mind as we move forward. And that growth was 67% from the previous year. Now, with that said, mobile is taking over the internet. Technology and advancements in technology, like the mobile phone, the mobile phone, things like this, are driving internet use into a mobile world. And guys, you need to be ready to capitalize for that. You need to be ready and position your business to capitalize on consumer behavior. Now, think about it. When you jump in your car with your significant other or on the weekend or anything like that, or even before you jump in the car, you search on your mobile device for maybe events, things to do, businesses, a product or a service that you're looking for, things like that. So this whole video is kind of capitalizing on that idea. And this is another key factor to keep in mind. In July 2018, Google finally moved its ranking metric to where it now recognizes a mobile website. So your mobile website, your mobile presence online is now one of the main ranking factors, is if you will rank on the Google search engine. That happened in July 2018. The headline here from searchengineland.com reads, the Google Speed update, page speed will become a ranking factor in mobile search. Starting in July 2018, Google will finally use mobile page speed as a ranking factor in their mobile search results. So everything is moving towards a mobile platform. Now, you hear a lot about ranking in Google, how you have to be number one in Google, you have to be on the first page in Google. And when I thought about that before I realized this information, that to me always was on a global scale. You know what I mean? Like, you got to show up on a global scale on the first page of Google. But Google's moving away from this. Google is really rolling out a feature called Near Me, and it's called Google Near Me Search. And this is a great local way for businesses to capitalize on this white space in their niche. There is not a lot of businesses out there that are doing this right now. Like I said, this trend is just starting. This is on a 5-year projection. So there is a lot of white space, which I've proven and I will show you for clients that we're managing. This is a great way to claim that space and claim that near me search space on Google, on Google. And what drives this is the Google My Business listing. The service that Google has, that's called Google My Business listing, is a key metric and a driving factor in this. Now, I've jotted down some things here. Let me pull this up. So what are the benefits to ranking in a Google Near Me local search utilizing Google My Business listing? One of the benefits is you get listed and found on Google Maps, which is awesome because then people can navigate right to your store, right from their phone, sitting in their car. They can look up your product or service. If you rank in the Near Me search, right? And Google is very localized. You got to understand that because of the GPS system and because of geo tracking and stuff like that. Google tries to give you the most local results. So it actually works in your factor. So you get listed and found on Google Maps. That's one benefit. The second benefit is you can actually book appointments, take phone calls, and answer text messages directly from the Google platform. So directly from the Google search engine, you can book customers can book appointments, customers can call you, and customers can send you text messages. Another benefit is you can sell your products or services directly on Google. On the search engine, you can sell your products and services directly from that platform. Another benefit is higher ranking in local search, which I'll show you. Another benefit is you actually show up in near me searches. Another benefit is you can actually track customer sentiment towards your business or brand, which means that you can see in real time how customers are reacting and interacting with your business or brand. If they're really happy, you can see that and respond. If you have an unsatisfied customer, you can see that. Take measures and respond immediately to save your online reputation. That is huge. And then finally, the last benefit is you can actually track and engage with customer reviews. All this is super important. Now, if you've done any kind of local search or anything, why is this? What is going on at Google? What is going on with the world's #1 largest search engine that this is super important to start paying attention to? Why is Google starting to look more like social media? Well, the fact is that Google is tired of losing market share, especially from the younger audience and people that use Snapchat, people that use Instagram, platforms like that. These social media platforms all have search boxes. Facebook has a search box. Twitter has a search box. YouTube has a search box. Instagram has a search box. LinkedIn has a search box. And what they've noticed is consumer behavior is they are searching for businesses, products, and services directly on their favorite social media platforms. So we all know that Google got into the social media business a couple years ago with Google Plus, and that was a failure. It failed, and Google Plus no longer exists. But Google has not been sitting idly by. They have been working on turning Google into more of a social media platform, so that from now on, you're going to see things like, hang on one second, you're going to see things like pictures, you're going to see things like videos, you're going to see things like a personalized discover feed, right? So these are things that Google has been slowly unraveling, unveiling to us, unknowing to us, making these slight changes. Google wants you on the Google platform, just like these social media sites want you on their social media platform. I said this in the last video, and I'm echoing Gary Vaynerchuk: attention. Consumers' attention has become the number one currency. All of these platforms are vying for attention, because without attention and without users, these platforms would not exist. So attention has become the number one currency in business, and Google's not sitting idly by. They're really not, and they're trying to revamp their search engine to serve you more information so that you can actually interact on the page and stay on the Google search engine. So these things are extremely important. Now, as a local business, you have a huge opportunity to capitalize on this. And I'm going to show you a couple of things right now. I have 2 clients that I started working with 4 months ago. These 2 clients are 4 months old. Now, when I took over and when I started with them, these 2 clients basically had no Google presence whatsoever. You would type in their products, you would type in their services, and they just would not populate on the search engine. You couldn't find them. You couldn't find them on Google Maps. You couldn't find their business listing. You couldn't find information about them or anything like that. And we've been able to take these businesses and actually establish dominance on Google for these 2 businesses in just 4 months with Google My Business listing and the strategies that we put into place here. So I have one client that is a high-end vacuum store. They sell very high-end vacuums, fancy vacuums. They're allergy resistant. They're, they're for people with allergies. They're for people that are allergic to pets, hypoallergenic people. They sell very high-end vacuums. And the type of vacuum that they sell is called Miele. So if you go to Google, Miele vacuum dealers near me.
Miele vacuum dealers near me around Stewart. Here you go.
And here they are. Number 1, C2 vacuum sales and repair. And they come up on maps, but look at the awesomeness here. You could call them directly and you can navigate right to their store directly. 4 months ago, they didn't have this. Now they're number 1. Super important. Let's look at another client. Another client I have does window treatments. Window treatments near me.
Window blinds and shades are available for $6.48 at Lowe's Home Improvement,
Okay.
0.3 miles away. They are also available starting at $29.47 in 2 other stores in that area.
Okay, thank you. But if you look, right, there they are, Southern Blinds and Interiors. That's my client. Now, the first position is an ad. So they paid to be there, but organically, my client shows up as number 1 for window treatments near me. Same thing. They can use Google to navigate to their store if they want to buy blinds in person, or they can call them. If they go to their website or their Google My Listing page, you could see right here, they can call, they can get directions, they can send a message, and they can view the website. Everything's right here. And here's all the content that we've been producing for them. Here are the reviews. And here's all the content that we've been producing for our client. So guys, this is super important, especially if you're a local brick and mortar business. I just wanted to share this with you because this is the behavior of the consumer from here forward. The more we get into it and the more technology advances, the desktop computer, like what I'm shooting on here, is going away. Alexa is going to drive the market. Google Home is going to drive the market. And voice search is going to drive the market. It's about consumer behavior. And if you are not positioned to take place, not take place, but if you are not positioned to take advantage of this consumer behavior, no one is going to know who you are, and you're going to go out of business because this is only going to get bigger. It's only going to get bigger. There's no going back. So really, the fight in search engines and the fight in Google, which is the world's largest search engine, really begins on a local level. And as a business owner and as a small business owner, you really need to capitalize at the local level before you can expand into, the state level or the national level, the world level. Sure, the internet allows you to compete in a global market, but if you're not dominating your local field, these are small businesses with 5 employees or less. These are mom and pop shops. I always see people complaining and bitching all the time that Amazon is putting mom and pop shops out of business. The internet is putting mom and pop shops out of business. Walmart is putting mom and pop shops out of business. This is the answer to that. I don't know how clearer I can get. Google is trying to level the playing field for small businesses through voice search, through the near me search, and through the position 0 search, which that's a separate video. I'll get into that in a little bit. This is the advantage. This is the advantage that small businesses are looking for. This is the advantage. This is the answer by Google to help small businesses compete at a local level. Think of the town that you're in. Think of the city that you're in. If you can reach those people, I think in Jensen Beach here on the Treasure Coast, like Port St. Lucie, Stewart, Jensen Beach, there's like 350 or 375,000 people that live here. If each person gives me $1, that's $375,000. You get it? So if you can dominate your local market, you can survive. And it's super important that you realize that. So that's kind of what this video was about. I just wanted to share with you guys some raw data, some raw information. This is not a fad. This is a trend. You're going to see this really expand 5 years from now. If you don't believe me, please look up Gary Vaynerchuk and do a search about what he talks about in voice search, and the domination of Alexa and Google Home and smartphones, because this is real. This is here now. It's real. It's not going to go away. And you can either take advantage of this and innovate, or you can suffer the consequences of inaction. All right, guys, 18 minutes, 45 seconds. Martin, great to see you. This was just a raw, real video. I will probably cut this up because there's tons of information. But at the end of the day, just realize that there is a fundamental shift in consumer behavior due to technology. Google is trying to level the playing field. If you can master the Google search at a local level, you have a choice. You have a chance of surviving the online onslaught. If you want more information, guys, go ahead and reach out to me. If you don't want to do the work, we do this. I just became a Google My Business Listing expert, so I'm super excited about that. Officially recognized by Google to service small businesses and large companies up to 80 and more. Garrett, thank you for Thank you for tuning in. So this is real. I'm just looking out for you. It's a hard pill to swallow, but guys, take advantage, get set up now so that you don't get left behind. Thank you for watching. If you found value in this, please give it a thumbs up. Please share this with someone that you think could benefit from the information inside. Gareth says, we get invited and emails every day from local folks finding the show on Google. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, that's where it is. You know, I truly believe, Garrett, that Google is rolling out an answer to small businesses getting eaten up by, you know, the Walmarts and the Amazons and things like that. You just got to know how to leverage the platform. You just got to know what the trend is, and you got to know how to position yourself. There is more to Google than worldwide search. You really got to win Google at a local level, and it seems like you're doing it. I know we're doing it. Here, I'll give you one last example. I know I was signing off, but I'm not only the president, I'm also a customer. You know what I mean? Hang on. Marketing consultants near me. Here we are. Marketing consultant near me. Phone's a little slow. Expert Influencer Academy at the top spot there. It's number one. So you don't have to be large. You just have to know how to leverage the platforms. Again, I'm going to cut it short because we're going on 21 minutes. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you found value. Take this to heart because this isn't a fad. Like I said, this isn't the future. This is now. Innovate or die. It's as simple as that. Thanks for tuning in, and we will talk soon.